My name is Pastor Patrick Michael, the chairman of Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Kuje chapter. We are here today because God has used somebody to gather us here to bring the palliative measures to the pastors in Kuje area council, especially at this critical time. That's why we are gathered here. Scripturally, in Proverbs 19:17, the Bible says something unique. It says, "He that giveth to the poor, lendeth to the Lord, and the Lord will pay him back." I want to see this as a very generous move to alleviate the suffering, the challenges pastors are passing through the land. Though this token might not take us for too long, but it's going to solve some problems in the life of some of us. And I saw smiles in the faces of the pastors as they leave, that something has entered into their hand. At least when they get home today, they will be able to put food on their table. The children will also smile. And I want to believe God that we'll have such people like Evangelist Lizzie Priest, the founder of Ishiba organization. We have more of such in Christendom and in this nation, that we remember that people are going through some difficult situations, and to out of the little we touch lives and put smile on faces of people. I want to pray for her because not that she has the money as much as that, but she has the feeling to reach out to people. So I will pray for her that God will grant her long life and prosperity, and God will also increase her. And we are still trusting God that God will give us the privilege again to gather pastors again and bless us again. So that's what we're going to get this afternoon. But I want us to behave decently as pastors. Let us be orderly so that you will not be addressed the way you don't like. Everything, there are pastors, leaders, position to guide us. Let's just listen to every instruction given unto us. On this note, I will call the person who gathered us here today, whom God has blessed and whom God is passing through to make this provision. It's a person of evangelist. Please in grace.
I appreciate God for keeping all of us alive, and I want to thank God for giving us the privilege to gather this evening. I have to thank the PFN pastor, chairman, the person of Pastor Patrick Michael. God will bless him. Because before he gave me a call on Thursday, I was lamenting in my spirit because I was feeling for pastors because some of them were calling me privately. So I was already in pain. What do we do to assist? So when now he called me, I now know that actually it's becoming so grievous. It's true that if they are counting rich people in Kuje, I don't think they will count me on. I don't think so. But it's not all about how much I have. The only thing is that I have vowed to God many years ago that whatever he gives to me, I will share it with the people of God. And not just the people of God, with anybody that comes around me, because God does not discriminate. So it is in that understanding that I'm here. Because it's not that I have all the money, but the little I have, I vowed I must share it with the people of God. But there is something I want to chip in as we move on. The Bible says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." And the Bible says, where there is no vision, the people also perish. I want to give you some brief story about myself, because many doesn't know. Because God, whom we talk about every day, is a God that he works with us individually. He doesn't work with us as a family or collectively or as a church building or denominational per se. He works with us individually. 2011, God sent me to my people because I'm an evangelist by calling. God said I should go back to my local government and pray for my people. That He wants to bless them, but there are some evil idols that were in the land that were disturbing. So, and the Lord said to me specifically, as I'm going on this assignment, I should not collect an offering from anybody from that place. That if I collect their offering, I will fail. So I told Reverend Agaba of Assemblies of God, because he was the district superintendent of Nsukka, he gathered up to 1,000 pastors for me. That was 2010. Then I gave them, I shared them the vision, and I told them they should not mind about offering. When we'll be coming fasting, I will feed them, I will give them transportation. Myself, as I was making that promise, I didn't have anything. Even my transporting myself, with fueling my car was a problem. But I said, since God is sending me, He will feed the bill. So what I did, I told some people that I used to pray for. So one of them is Onyekonyeke, Professor Onyekonyeke. He came from Nsukka. I told him, you are going to use your money to assist me. I gave him the vision. He said, no problem. So each time I want to go for that program, I didn't know he was having politics in his mind. They'll use that platform for politics. I didn't know. So he will give me 100,000. I use 50 and cook for the people. I use 10,000 for my fueling of the car. I use 40,000 to cook for them. We did it for 2 years. And when he failed his election, he withdrew. The Lord said, I just use him to push you forward, but continue with the message. Every last Saturday of the month, I will be in my local government. From 2010 ending till date, that fellowship is still standing. And I never collected any offering from them. Let me tell us, Ishiba is not the only organization in Nigeria. There are more than 1 million NGOs in Nigeria. But you see that obedience alone, that is what brought us where we are today. Ishiba did not spread from Abuja. It was from that my local government where I began to make prayers, that I took the information that there is a grant coming and gave to them. And that is from my own local government. Even the money, I didn't start collecting registration fee because I was afraid. I didn't know what people will say. So it was from there. One of my sons in the Lord said, no, he's not going to give his own church people these forms free. He collected 200 from them, and then I gave him 100 forms. So he brought 20,000 to me. It was a big money because I didn't expect it. So to cut the long story short, when one is given an assignment and you obey the assignment, it will be very difficult. But if you obey, you can never imagine where God is going to take you to. It came to a time that 2013, as I was still going for that program monthly, one faithful month like that, I couldn't have money to fuel that my small car, this pencil light car I was using that time, Camry. I didn't have money to fuel the car. I had only 5,000 with me, both home and abroad. And I have to travel on Thursday against Saturday program. And in that place, I pay bill of 10,000 to host that program, both the chairs and all. I prayed from Monday to Wednesday to Thursday morning. There was no increase of that 5,000 in my hand. I had a voice that said, sit down. If God had told you to go, why shouldn't He bring the money? And if you take 3,500 and enter, and with Peace Mass Transit and get to Nsukka, what will you come back with? I was in that trauma throughout the night of Wednesday night. Then Thursday morning, I set for the journey. I said, whatever happens, if I'm stuck in Nsukka, I will go to my father's house and sleep. So I entered Peace Mass Transit. When I paid 3,500, it was remaining 1,500 in my hand. I went to Lokoja, I decided to buy roasted yam and plantain, 200 naira. So I took the 1,003. As I was approaching this Otopa junction, I heard a voice say, call this person. That's a custom officer that's based in Lagos. So, and the Spirit of God said, call him. I called him. He said, where are you? He said that there is trouble. I said, which trouble? He said he's in Enugu right now. And he wants to go to his house that he's building in the village. And they say that if you enter that house, you'll be crippled. He said, where are you? I said, I'm very close to Soka. He said, thank God, oh, you are going to bless that house for me. I said, no challenge at all. I said, what do I do? As I was approaching Ubolo, I called a pastor friend that has a smoker. I said, come and pick me at Ubolo, you are taking me somewhere. And he accepted. So he picked me from Ubolo. As we drive to his compound with the direction he gave to me, just 5 minutes that I was there, he landed. So thank God I was with my oil in my hand, because I normally go with it. That's how, to cut the long story short, I walked into the compound, blessed it, do everything. I took him inside and he walked in, he was happy. So I stood, I was watching at him. I didn't want to talk. He now opened his wallet and began to count money. He counted 10,000, he gave to me. I said, thank you. I said, but he remained. I said, that man that took me to this place, I have to fuel his car. He gave me 2,000. I said, no. I said, add that one again. He gave me 3,000. So I quickly rushed and gave it to the man of God. Do you see how God paid my bill? That was the last time I struggled to pay the bill for that program. Are you getting me? Since 2015, I have been going around this country because there are some understanding God gave to me. I have some mentors, but I want to tell you, there is no single mentor that I have that will tell me that whatever I'm doing today is what he taught me. I have them because I'm a woman, I needed some men to be above me. Do you understand? That's why I have them. If I follow their instruction, I wouldn't be where I am today. Because even the crusade I was having, because as I was having that fellowship, I have a crusade team. Reverend Fidel is one of my team since 2001. I go to rural areas to preach within my state. But even my mentor, that the Lord said he should be going with me, he was questioning, why am I not collecting offering? I said, Lord, I said, the Lord said I should not collect. He said, but it is for a particular, I said, I want to do it generally since I'm not pastoring a church. Pastors can collect offering because they are having members. I said, but for me, I'm an evangelist, I will not. So I dragged it with them. In other words, if I had followed the instructions, I wouldn't be able to make the will of God. Do you know why I want to keep you for a while to talk to you? Since for years, I have been saying that the setting of the church has expired, and people are not listening to me. Last year, if you go to my local government in Soka, I have my ministry, I built my ministry there, it's personage there. I have up to 250 pastors under that ministry. I don't pastor members, it's pastors that I love ministry. I've been teaching them. My prayer partners are here. Reverend Pastor Patrick, Reverend Pastor Emma, and then Pastor Sam. That is they are partners. They are the ones going to Soka to teach those pastors. And we have a doctor who is into agriculture that teach them what to do with their hands. They go there every month, whether I am available or not, they go there. So we begin to introduce to pastors to work. Because God told me many years ago, and my father in the Lord, Archbishop Mordecai, he confirmed it when I told him some years back. I said that God said in this church setting that he's no more interested in it. He said he confirmed it to me. He's the only one among all my mentors that if I tell what God is saying, he will say, my daughter, hold to it, that this thing is God. When I told him that, he said, this cathedral has failed. He said, my daughter, God also have told him that all these big churches we are building, that God is no more interested in it, that he wants to raise sons. You know why I have to use this privilege to talk to us? You can see with your eyes. On the 4th, we are here. I made a statement. I said only one word will bring down all these things we are building. On 4th of March, when we had program here. I've been saying this, that's in Suka Church, February last year. I told them, let them go and get small work, no matter how small, because the church setting has expired. And if it expired, it will bounce back on the pastors. In fact, I begin to lose pastor friends. I begin to lose my friends. Most of my pastor friends, they become uncomfortable with me. But I know that I'm hearing from God. And behold and behold, when it happened, I was not surprised. So this is the beginning of trouble.